Clock out yet? Marco leaned on the counter, arms crossed. Not yet, I said, dragging the mop across the greasy floor. You've been here since lunch. Don't tell me you've got the bakery shift after this too. I do, I muttered. He whistled. You're insane. I'm in love, I answered. Marco laughed, shaking his head. Love doesn't pay rent, man. I don't need rent, I said. I have a car. You're actually sleeping in that rust bucket? Cheaper than a room, I said. Every dollar goes to her tuition. Marco groaned. You're killing yourself. I'd do it twice if it means she graduates. He stared at me. What's so special about this girl? I wiped the counter and smiled. She believes in herself, but no one else ever did. I promised I'd stand behind her until she made it. Marco snorted. And what do you get? Her future. Our future? I said quietly. The manager yelled from the kitchen. Quit chatting, both of you. Marco grabbed plates. Fine, but when you collapse, don't expect me to carry you. I won't collapse, I said. I'll bend. That's all. When my shift ended, I slid into my car. The seat springs poked my back. A photo dangled from the visor, her smile, frozen on cheap paper. I touched it. Almost there, I whispered. My phone buzzed. You awake? Her message read. Always, I typed back. She called a moment later. Ready for tomorrow's mock exam? She asked. Fire away, I said. Define osmosis, she demanded. The movement of water across a semi-permeable membrane, I replied. You make it sound simple, she giggled. It is when you believe in yourself. I believe in you, she said softly. I believe in us, I whispered. The dome light flickered as I pulled out our cereal box flashcards. Cranial nerves? She asked. I'll sing them, I said, and rattled them off like a rhyme. She clapped. You should be the one in med school. I'm better at quizzing than studying, I said. You're better at sacrifice, she teased. Then keep pushing. Don't waste it. I won't, she promised. She yawned. You should sleep. I will after you. Liar. Always, I admitted. The bakery's waiting at dawn. You're crazy, she murmured. For you, yeah, I said. The call ended, but her voice lingered. I pulled the blanket over myself and stared at the ceiling of the car. Cold crept in, but pride warmed me. The next morning, Rosa from the diner saw me washing up with a water bottle. You slept out here again? She asked. I'm fine, I said. You're thin as paper. I'll gain weight later. She pushed a sandwich into my hands. Eat. Don't argue. I can't pay. It's leftovers, she said. Pay me with news when she graduates. She will, I said firmly. By evening, Marco caught me nodding off. You're dead on your feet. Still standing, I replied. You can't keep this up. I can, and I will. Man, she'll better love you forever. She does, I said quickly. Then quieter, she has too. That night, she studied in my car again. We balanced books on the steering wheel. The horn squeaked, and she laughed. This is ridiculous, she said. This is romance, I grinned. Romance doesn't smell like old fries. We'll laugh about it later. Name the steps of glycolysis, I said. She stumbled through, groaned. You've got it, I encouraged. One more time? She tried again. Nailed it. You're good at this, she said. I'm good at you, I answered. She looked at me, eyes bright. Why me? Because you never quit. Because even when your hands shake, you try again. Because I see you. Her voice softened. I see you too. Then keep pushing. Push, she echoed. When she went inside, I stayed behind. Her window glowed upstairs. I whispered to myself, tomorrow, we go again. Later, Marco texted, why suffer like this? I replied, because love is worth the nights in a car. He sent back an eye roll emoji. I leaned back, staring at the photo on my visor. One day, I told her frozen smile, you'll stand in a white coat and I'll clap the loudest. Every shift, every meal skipped, every cold night tits, all worth it. Because I love you. And love is the only thing keeping me alive. Study abroad, she said. 1 year you'll get in, I said. I'll make the money work. You already do enough. I haven't started, I told her. Tell me the deposit. I opened the trunk. I'll sell the bike, I told my brother. That bike is your lungs, he said. She is my lungs now. Romance won't feed you when the engine dies. I'll run, I said. Rosa slid me a paper bag. Leftover soup and bread? I can't keep taking this. You can, she said. Tuition swallows boys like you. Eat. I'll pay you back. Pay me by staying alive. I listed the bike online. A kid lowballed me. Take it or leave it, he said. Take it, I said. My phone buzzed. You okay? She texted. I'm lighter, I wrote. Money moves fast when love is heavy. She sent a heart. We are a team. We are, I said. Shifts multiplied. I picked trash, scrubbed gum, cleaned ovens. Marco watched me wipe grease. How long can you keep this up? As long as it takes. You look like a matchstick. I burned for a reason. At home, my brother shook a jar of coins. This is rent. I sleep in the car. This is respect. I respect you, I said. Let me carry this. What do you get at the end? Us. What if us is a story you wrote alone? Then I still kept a promise. We filled forms over patchy Wi-Fi. The fee page loaded like a threat. Maybe we wait a year, she said on video. We don't wait, I said. The door's open now. You can't keep bleeding like this. Blood grows back, I joked. It doesn't. I'll buy more, I said, and she laughed, then wiped her eyes. Rosa cornered me. Your hands are shaking. They're learning a new dance. Don't sell your body to buy her future, she warned. I sold metal, not blood. Men always think that, she sighed, pushing a banana at me. Eat. I stood in a pawn shop with my father's watch. Scratched, cheap brand, the clerk said. It was his. It's still cheap. How much? He named a number. Do it, I said, and stepped outside. That night I called her. Deposit paid, she gasped. How? A miracle shaped like a pawn ticket. I hate that. I love you more than I hate this. I'll pay it. Back. Don't, I said. Just win. We win, she corrected. As her dream grew, space grew too. Her messages became checkmarks. My days turned to a clock with no hands. Diner, alley, bakery, nap, repeat. She still calls, Marco asked. Late, and you answer? Always does she ask how you are? She asks if I ate, I said, and I tell her yes. My brother sat beside me on the curb. I miss the bike. I miss the watch. I miss you, he said. You're here, but not here. I'm on loan, I said. I'll return with interest. That's banker talk. It's survivor talk. One evening, she sent brochure photos. Paris looks like a movie, she wrote. I called. Tell me the tuition after scholarship. She read the number. Okay, I said. I'll add a night shift. You already added. 3. I'll borrow hours from. Tomorrow, promise me you'll rest. Promise I'll try. Promise. You'll tell me when it's too much. It's never too much for us, I said, and felt the words stick. Rosa found me staring at my screen. What do you see in there? A door. What do you see out here? A bill. Keep both in sight, okay? The acceptance email arrived at midnight. I read it aloud in the car. We did it. She screamed. We did it, I said, and laughed until it hurt. Then I stared at the ceiling and whispered, now comes the price. In the morning, my brother handed me coffee. Celebrate. Later, maybe regret? Never, I said. But I feel the distance. Between who and who? Between my body and my dream, I said. She's flying. I'm running behind. Drop something, he said. I can't, I said. If I drop anything, it's us. Gate B12, she said, gripping the strap. I've got the big one, I said. lifting the suitcase. You don't have to carry everything, I promised, I said. I carry until you can fly. Passport? Asked. Right here, she said, tapping her pocket. Ticket. Boarding pass on my phone. Water? She smiled. You're acting like my whole airport. I am, I said. Until you board. A girl waved from the seats. That's Lena, she said. She's in my program. Lena jogged over. You made it. Paris, baby. Hi, I said, shifting the bag. Orientation will fry us, Lena said. Text me if your gait changes. She will, I said. Lena squeezed her arm and bounced away. She seems nice, I said. She's loud. She laughed. Loud is better than alone. You hate loud. I hate you being alone more. We took a bench by the windows. Sit, I said. Rest before your feet. Learn new streets. She kept my hand. You always say the right thing. I say the true thing, I said. Marco pinged. Still sure? Yes, I wrote. Then breathe. Say something brave, she said. I'll wait, I said. No matter how long. Say something selfish. Don't go, I whispered. You just broke my heart and fixed it, she said. The chime sounded. Boarding in 20 minutes. She squeezed my fingers. Stay till last call. Past it, I said, until they pull me away. We checked her bag. Over by half a kilo, the agent said. I'll wear the heavy stuff, she offered. I pulled out a book and my hoodie. Book in your backpack. Hoodie on me, you'll roast. I'll remember this heat in winter. She laughed, thin and shaky. You're impossible. I'm yours, I said. At security, we lingered in the ropes. Any liquids? I asked. Only tears, she said. Declare them, I said. They're over the limit. She bumped my shoulder. Idiot. Say it in French later. We stopped short of the barrier. This is it, she said. Not yet, I said. For my feet it is. For us, never. She cupped my face. Sleep more. Send schedules, I said. I'll plan naps around classes. You can't keep doing that. I can, I said. It helps me breathe. Promise you'll eat. Promise you'll pass, I said. I will. I know. Lena reappeared with 2 coffees. Sugar for takeoff. You good? I am, I said. She'll be fine, Lena murmured. Paris is big, but she's bigger. I know, I said. Gate selfies in 5, she chirped, drifting away. We stood at the glass. A plane lifted. Tell me I'm not cruel, she whispered. You're brave, I said. Cruel would be quitting. Tell me you'll be okay. I'll be better when you come back, and if I don't, I'll still keep the promise I made to myself. What promise? To be the man I respect, I said. With or without you. She pressed her forehead to mine. You're my only one. Say it again. You're my only one. Final calls began. I have to go, she said. I know, I said. Walk me to the rope. I walked her. The rope cut the world into here and there. Take the hoodie off, she said. You're sweating. I'm keeping it, I said. It smells like your shampoo. Last chance to run, I joked. Last chance to stop me, she said. I won't, I said. I love you too much to hold you small. I'll text from the gate. I'll answer before it rings. She stepped into security. Shoes in a tray, laptop in a bin. She glanced back and lifted her hand. I lifted mine. The lane swallowed her, then gave her back, then took her again. She cleared and came to the edge. Come kiss me, she said. They'll yell. Let them, she said. I kissed her forehead. Win, I will, she said. For us. For you, I said. Us will take care of itself. She turned one last time. Don't forget to breathe, she called. I don't know how without you, I said. You'll learn, she said. Wait for me, I will, I said. I'm your only one, too. She disappeared with Lena. 2 small figures pulled by light. On the drive back, I set my phone on the seat. Marco texted. You okay? I will be, I wrote. Rosa called. Eat when you pass the diner. I will, my brother messaged. Proud of you. Don't vanish. I'm here, I sent. Streetlights stitched the road. The hoodie held her scent. I gripped the wheel and told the dark. She said, I'm her only one. The dark said nothing. I answered myself, I'll wait. I counted breaths to the next red light, to the next shift, to the next call. Hope drove. Denial rode shotgun and smiled. Time zones are strange, I tell myself, staring at my phone. She will call. Marco wipes a table. Still the night shift boyfriend? I am patient, I reply. How late did you wait yesterday? Till 3 did she call? She sent a message at 4. She said it was group study, and you believed that? I believe her, I say. You believe the picture you made of her? He mutters. Rosa places soup in front of me. You are fading, she says. I am fine. Call her after you eat. I will. Night in the car. I type, are you awake? A bubble blinks, then disappears. I call it, rings, then cuts. She messages, library is loud. Battery is 2%. Can you talk later? Maybe after lab I will stay awake. Do not sleep. I will try it too. The screen stays black. Morning my brother knocks. You look tired. I am fine. Is she calling enough? She is busy. Busy people still call from a hallway. She is in another country. I will not smother her. Do not starve yourself either, he warns. The diner clock hit midnight. My back screamed. Marco tossed me a rag. Go home, man. I don't have a home, I said, half smiling. Then go to the car you love too much. I'll rest there, I said. In the car, I pulled the blanket up. My phone buzzed. A new notification. I opened it. Her name. Her message. A set of photos. The first one stabbed me. Her in white veil catching sunlight. The second. Her holding the arm of a man in a black suit, grinning. The third. Both of them, champagne raised, Paris streets behind them. My chest froze. I whispered no. I tapped the photo again, hoping it would change. It didn't. Another picture, her hand on his chest, ring shining. I said louder, no. The car was silent. My pulse roared. I typed, what is this? No answer. I typed again, explain. The dots blinked, then vanished. I called. Straight to voicemail. Marco's last words echoed. Go home. What home? What future? I slammed the steering wheel. I sold my bike for this. I pawned my father's watch. The horn blared, sharp and ugly. I screamed, I starved for you. My throat tore with the sound. Another picture buzzed through, her smiling wider, surrounded by strangers. A caption, finally found happiness. The word finally burned. Was I never happiness? Was I just scaffolding? I punched the dashboard. You liar. Rosa's voice replayed in my head. Don't sell your body to buy her future. I had. For nothing, I called again. Nothing, I wrote. So he's the dream. The future. No reply. The photo stared back. Him, his suit, his grin, his hand on her waist. I hated his face. A rival I never met. I whispered, who are you to take what I built? My brother's words rang. What if us is a story you wrote alone? Tears blurred the screen. Was it only me? I asked the dark. The dark answered with silence. I shook, gripping the wheel. You said I was your only one. At the gate, at the rope. You said it. My voice cracked. You lied. I laughed, broken. Paris, of course. Not the library. Not the group project. Him. The excuses lined up like knives. Phone died. Lab late. Roommate sleeping. All of it him. My hands trembled. I pressed my forehead to the wheel. I was nothing more than a wallet with a pulse. The screen lit again. Her update. Best day of my life. My body went cold. I hurled the phone to the floor. The case cracked. I gave you everything, I roared. The windshield fogged with my breath. I shouted until my voice shredded. Then silence. Numbness spread. The boy in love, the fool who believed, bled out on that seat. I whispered, "He's dead now." What remained was something else. Not love, not hope. Just anger. A vow forming like iron. I whispered to the cracked screen, to her frozen smile, "You buried me tonight. Now watch what rises." Rosa caught me outside the diner. "You didn't clock in yesterday." "I overslept," I said. "You look like ash," she whispered. "Eat something." "I'm not hungry. You've lost too much already." "I lost everything the night." "Those pictures came," I said. Her eyes softened. "She chose wrong." "No," I muttered. "She chose truth. I was the fool. Stop punishing yourself." "I can't stop," I said. "The punishment is breathing." At night in the car I lay flat, ceiling pressing down. The photos looped like a reel. Her in white. Him smiling. Her caption, "Finally found happiness." I whispered, so I was misery. The steering wheel gleamed in faint light. "I fed you," I told the ghost of her. "I starved for you. I killed myself for you." The silence agreed. My brother showed up with takeout. "You skipped 3 shifts. I didn't notice. You dropped 5. Kilos less to carry." He set the box on the hood. "Eat before you vanish." "I want to vanish." He slammed the hood. "Don't say that." "Why not?" I said. "She erased me." "She didn't erase you." She revealed herself. She revealed I was nothing. "You're still breathing." "Breathing feels like theft," I said. "I don't deserve it." Rosa cornered me after closing. "Why are you killing your hours?" "What's left to work for?" "Yourself," she said. "I don't exist without her." "You do." "No," I said. "I buried that man the night she sent those photos." Rosa folded her arms. "So who's standing here now?" "I don't know," I said. "Something empty." My brother dragged me to his apartment. "Stay here a week. I'll ruin your peace." "You're already ruined." "At least do it with a roof. I prefer the car. You prefer punishment. I deserve it for what?" He asked. "For loving her?" I said, "That's not a crime. It feels like one." 2A.M. The ceiling of the car stared back. My phone cracked, but still glowing. I scrolled through the photos again. "Smile wider," I muttered to her frozen face. "Smile while I choke." I pressed the phone to my chest. "I can't get rid of you. You're carved in my ribs." Sleep never came. Only shadows. My brother shook me awake at dawn. "You stink of sweat and grief. I stink of betrayal. You need help." "I need her voice," I said. But she gave it to him. "She's gone." "I'm gone too," I whispered. "No," he snapped. "You're here. You're my brother. I don't feel like one." "Then fake it until you do." I looked away. "I don't have the strength." "Borrow mine," he said. Rosa shoved bread into my hands later. "Eat before I force it." I chewed without taste. "Good," she said. "Keep doing that. What does it matter?" "It matters to me." I shook my head. "You shouldn't waste care. You wasted years on her," Rosa said. "Let me waste bread on you." I almost laughed, but it cracked into tears. That night I whispered to the dark, "I'm not him anymore. The boy who loved, the boy who waited, he's ashes now." The air didn't argue. I closed my eyes and prayed for morning not to come. Marco spotted me at the sink. "You back, or just visiting your ghost?" "I'm back," I said. "I need hours. You need sleep. I need motion." I scrubbed until my hands burned. Rosa eyed me. "You staying this time?" "I'm done drowning," I said. "I'll swim until the water quits." "Swim toward." "What?" "Me." After close, I ran laps behind the diner. I kept going. My brother called. "Where are you?" "Running." "At midnight?" "I'm tired of lying down good," he said. "Run toward a plan. I have one. Become someone I respect, and whether anyone's watching or not." Morning at the bakery, a woman slid a tray onto my station. "You the new early guy?" "I'm the old guy starting over." "I'm Dina," she said. You hold the dough like it insulted your mother. It did, I said. It called me soft. She smirked. Need it like you mean it. I do. Why the war face? I'm done begging life for favors. Finally. Clock in and make 12 dozen. Breathe, Dina said. I am you a coach. I'm practical, she said. Pain without plan is drama. Pain with plan is training. I'm training for what? Respect, I said. At least it's free. On break, she handed me water. Story? Girl. Paris. Wedding photos. Ouch, she said. Want advice? No poem's good. Stop auditioning for a role she already cast. Write your own show. I'm trying. Try quieter. Work louder. I lifted sacks, reset racks, fixed the squeal in the mixer. Useful anger, she said. That's all I have. Then spend it right. At the diner, Marco studied my face. You look meaner. I feel lighter, I said. From eating or from rage? From choosing, he tapped my chest. And in there, a furnace. Keep it pointed forward, I cut sugar. I slept on a schedule. I ran before work, lifted after, stretched at lunch. My brother noticed. Shoulders got opinions. I'm building a new spine. Got a new dream too? Not a dream, I said. A standard at the bakery, Dina tested me. Pipe 16 eclairs in a minute. I tried, failed, reset my grip, tried again. Better, she said. Again, I echoed. During a lull, she asked if she walked in right now. I'd keep piping. Liar, I'd keep piping, I said. Let the dough answer for me, acceptable. I picked up a night shift unloading produce. You sure? The foreman asked. I'm not fragile. Prove it. I did until the truck was empty. Walking home, Marco texted, revenge plan. Yes, I wrote. What is it? Live well. Leave silence. That's boring. It's lethal. Weeks tightened into a rhythm. Sweat, steel, bread, tips, sleep. Rosa set coffee in front of me. You look different, I said. You smile less. I waste less. You still love her? I love who I became because she broke me, I said. That's enough, Dina overheard. That's a line. It's a boundary. Keep it. On payday, I opened a new account. My brother came along. Goal. Emergency fund. Education fund. Choice fund, I said. For you, not her? For me, at the gym, I counted reps. When I failed forward. Dina shoved a card at me. You fix mixers. My friend needs a repair. I'll try. You'll bill. I fixed it. I billed. I didn't apologize. She grinned. Look at you. Charging the world rent. I live here. One afternoon, Marco held up his phone. She posted, I don't follow. Do you want to know? No. Proud of you, he said. Be proud when I'm done. When is done. When I don't flinch? Do you flinch now? Last night run. My breath made a metronome against the dark. I said aloud, I don't need her to see this. Dina paced me the next morning. Race you to the corner after shift. Loser buys coffee, I said. I don't drink coffee. Loser drinks water aggressively. We sprinted. You're stubborn, she said. I'm late to my own life. I'm catching up. Good. Stay late? Marco asked. So revenge is just self-improvement? Revenge is accuracy, I said. Naming what matters and hitting it. What matters? Health, work, money, peace. People who show up. You want her to see you? I want me to see me. But if she does see you, she can watch from far away. A storm hit one night. Water hammered the car roof. I sat inside, dry. I whispered, look at us. Still here? My phone buzzed with a number I didn't know. I let it ring out. It rang again. I blocked it and breathed. In the morning, Rosa asked, new number? Old pattern, I said. Keep the new. Dina slapped a calendar on the table. Pick a date. For what? First day you take a day off on purpose. I don't take days off. You will. Burn steady, not bright. I pointed. 3 weeks, she wrote it down. We celebrate with nothing fancy and a nap. Deal. At closing, Marco leaned on the door. You scare me a little. Why? You're calm. I'm choosing every minute, I said. That's new. Okay. Furnace. Keep the flame clean. I looked at my hands, floured, nicked, steadier than before. I'm not begging anymore, I told them. I'm building. They didn't answer, but they didn't shake. I tied my apron, checked the mixer, checked myself, and went back to work. Asterisk, years pass, I tell the mirror. The furnace is smaller, but it burns clean. Marco flips a chair. You still running nights? I run mornings now, I say. Nights belong to sleep. Look at you, he says. Balanced. I'm steady, I answer. Rosa sets down coffee. You look calm. I train for calm. I say keep it, she says. The world borrows what it can't make. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. I let it fade. At lunch, a message lands. You around? Need to talk? Who is this? I type Sam, the reply comes. Library crew. It's about her. I set the phone face down. Marco watches. Ghosts? A wind, I say. Nothing I need. Then why is your jaw tight? It remembers. After shift, I text. What do you want, Sam? Can I call? He writes 2 minutes, I answer. He calls. Hey, years, man. Years. I say, you sound different. I am, I tell him. What's up? You heard about Paris? I heard nothing. They split, he says. Bad, he cheated. Repeatedly, okay, she posted about it. Vague at first, then details, then crying lives. I don't follow her, I figured. Thought you should know. Why? You invested a lot. I invested myself now, I say. He pauses. Want links? No. You sure? I'm sure. You're not angry? I used all my anger, I say. What's left is distance. Fair, he says. One more thing? Go on. She's telling people she made mistakes? Says she hurt the one person who actually cared. Clouds drift over the diner sign. People talk after storms. She might message you. She can write into silence. He exhales. Colder than I expected, not cold, I say. Calm. You want me to stop sending updates? Yes, done. For what it's worth? I'm sorry. You don't owe me anything, I say. I owed you a heads up, he replies. Take care. You too. I pocket the phone. Rosa leans in the doorway. Forecast. A front passed, I say. It kept moving. Good, she says. Soup's waiting. That night, I scroll a nameless feed. A headline blinks, Paris couple split after scandal. I scroll past, my brother calls. You heard? Sam told me. How do you feel? Like a river after a flood, I say. Quiet changed? You want to gloat? No. You want to disappear? No. What do you want? To keep the life I built? Then keep it, he says. Proud of you. Later, a request hits. Message from restricted account. I let it sit. Another buzz. Friend request. I ignore it. Marco texts. I peeked. She's posting healing quotes. I reply, muted all done, he writes. You good? Yes? Really yes. Morning run. My breath is even. I pass the bridge where I used to stop and cry. I don't stop at the bakery. Dina hands me a list. Deliveries, repairs, and a mystery squeak. I like squeaks, I say. You like control, she says. Any ghosts today? They can watch from the curb, then pipe the eclairs and mind your lane. After lunch, Sam texts again. Last thing. She's asking for your number. I didn't share. Thank you, I write. She says she wants to apologize. She can apologize to the wind, I say. Dina hears. Poetry? Old business? I say archive it. she says. This kitchen is for new bread. Rosa brings me a plum. Eat sweetness without strings. I bite. Better this way. On break, the phone buzzes with a long preview. I know I don't deserve to write you. I was blind. I hurt you. Paris was a mistake. If you can I lock the screen? My brother texts. You okay? I am. Want me to block her? I'll handle it, he calls. Say it out loud, I'm okay, I say. I feel free. What does free look like? Like deleting without shaking? I say. Like choosing without explaining? Then choose. I open the message, scroll once, and press delete. No screenshot. No reply. The phone feels lighter. Outside, the sky is soft. Marco steps out with trash bags. Verdict. Silence, I say. He nods. That's loud, it is, I answer. To me, Sam sends a final text. If you ever want her number, say the word. I don't, I reply. Copy. Wishing you peace. Already have it. Evening falls clean. I run again, not to escape, just to move. At the bridge, the water carries what I used to hold. I forgive you, I whisper, but not for you. For me, no one hears. That's perfect. I turn toward the lights and go home to the life I made. My steps feel honest, my breath steady, and my silence speaks everything I need to say now. The subject line reads, I don't deserve this chance, but I'm asking. I open the email. I know I hurt you, she writes. I chose money. I thought you weren't enough. I was wrong. I am sorry. I can't sleep. Please talk to me, my brother calls. You sound different. What happened? An email, I say. From her? Yes. What does she want? Another chance? What do you want? I want quiet, I say. And I already have it. Read me a line, he says. She says she left because she thought I was small, I answer. She says I carried her like a bridge, and she walked off it. That's poetic for damage, he says. She lists regrets, I add. She says Paris wasn't love, it was fear. And you. I feel calm, I say. I feel like a locked door that doesn't need a key. Are you going to reply? No. Not even to say no. No. Silence is my no. Cruel. Honest, he exhales. Read me more, she writes. You fed me when I had nothing. I sent you wedding photos like a bullet. I hate that version of me. Please let me fix it. And you think, I think I already fixed me, I say. There's nothing left for her to fix. She might say you owe her closure, he says. I don't owe the past a final speech, I answer. What do you owe? Myself. The standards I built. The quiet I paid for. He is silent a moment. You really changed. I trained for this, I say. You saw me. The running. The work. The furnace cut to a pilot light. I saw you survive, he says. I didn't know you could be peaceful too. I'm learning. What will you do with the email? Delete it, I say. Without a screenshot. Without a shrine, I say, smiling. You're serious? I'm free, I say. Free people travel light? Proud of you. Thanks. You don't need me to say more? I need you to eat with me tonight, I say. Nothing heavy? Rose's soup? Always, he pauses. Before we hang up, tell me what you would have said 2 years ago. I would have begged, I admit. I would have promised more hours, more pain, more proof, and now I say nothing. My life says everything. I put the phone down and read the last paragraph. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, she writes. But I hope you remember the library nights, the songs, the way we kept each other alive. If there is a door, even a small one, please open it. I whisper, there is a door. I hover over reply. Then I say, it's for me. My brother texts, delete it yet? Almost I write. Want me to call and distract you? I'm okay. The cursor blinks like a heartbeat. I think of nights in the car of hunger, of Paris, the promise I made after the breaking build. Not big. She sends one more message while the first is still open. I know silence is an answer. If this is it, I accept it. I hope you're well. I hope you found peace. I say to the screen, I did. My brother pops his head into the diner later. Verdict. Silence, I say. You sure? Yes. You don't want to hear her voice crack. I don't need proof of gravity, I say. Things fall. I rise. Rosa wipes a table and listens. You look light, she says. I put the bag down, I answer. Leave it there, she says. I will. We sit with soup. My brother clinks his spoon. To the quiet. To the quiet, I echo. Back at the car, I open the email one last time. I forgive you, I whisper. But that forgiveness belongs to me. I press delete. No tremor, my brother texts. Proud, sleep well. Already starting, I write. The night feels wide. The town hums. I close my eyes and hear nothing but the life I kept. I don't crave revenge. I don't crave her voice. I only crave the morning I earned. New car smell beats cold upholstery, I say, tapping the wheel. Marco whistles. You finally retired the coffin? I retired the past, I say. This one only sleeps in garages. Fancy, he says. What changed? I did. Rosa leans into the window with a bag. You still like plums? I do, I say. But I can buy my own now. Let me spoil you anyway, she says. On what? On survival. Dina circles the bumper. Clean lines. Practical. No rust, I say. That's all I wanted, liar, she says, grinning. You wanted choice? I wanted choice, I admit. My brother slides into the passenger seat. So this is what not sleeping in your car feels like. Like freedom, I say. He rubs the dashboard. Proud of you. Me too. We drive to the river. The bridge heard my crying. Here's the engine purr instead. My brother watches the water. Say it. I built a life, I say. Say the rest. I built it for me. He nods. Work steady, I say. Bakery mornings, maintenance contracts, savings that grow. Friends? You, Rosa. Marco. Dina, I say. Love? I'm not shopping, I say. I'm living, we park. I tilt the mirror and study my face. Who do you see? My brother asks. I see a man who knows his lines, I say. The scars. They're mine, I say. My phone buzzes. A calendar reminder. Day off on purpose. Dina texts. Honor the calendar. Copy. I write. On the way, Marco calls. You still running? I want in. Meet me at the park. Don't smoke me, he says. I'll pace you. He's waiting when I arrive. You look like you can bench a truck. I can bench my past, I say. We jog. He pants. Do you still use silence like a weapon? I used to, I say. Now it's just peace. That's boring. That's adulthood. After the run, Rosa ladles soup. How's your heart? Even, I say. Any ghosts lately? They knock, I say. I don't open. Dina drops by with invoices. Mixer 2 paid. Oven 3 pending. Raise your rates. I just did. Raise them again. Greedy. Accurate, she says. Stop charging the price of your old self. I laugh. You're relentless. You're worth it, she says. Evening, I park by the river again. The mirror holds my gaze. Talk to me, I tell the glass. My brother calls. Need anything? I need nothing, I say. They arrive. We sit on the hood and watch the water. Marco nudges me. If she walked by, what would you say? Nothing, I say. Still. Now it's not revenge, I say. It's health. Rosa texts a photo. The old car, when it still lived. Never forget, she writes. I reply. I won't. It raised me. Dina calls. I booked you for a community class. Fix your own kitchen. Payment up front. You volunteered me? You like being useful, she says. I do, I say. Thanks. Also buy a nicer jacket, she adds. Yes, manager. I go home early. Home is a small apartment with sunlight. I hang the jacket she bullied me into buying. My mirror waits. I face it. Okay, I say. Let's be honest. My reflection does not flinch. You were a boy who gave everything away? True, I say. You're a man who keeps what matters. Also true, I say. The phone buzzes with a number from long ago. I let it pass. My brother peeks in. You good? I'm good. He studies the room. You did this? I did, I say. With help, he adds. With help, I echo. He taps the mirror. What else do you see? A builder, I say. Anything missing? Nothing urgent, I say. I'm hungry, roasts soup again. Every ending needs soup. On the balcony, the city hums. Marco messages a selfie. Red face, thumbs up. 7 minutes faster. Pace beats ego, I type. .dena sends a bullet list. Rates, schedule, jacket, rest day. Bossy, I reply. Effective, she returns. I think of the car nights, the hunger, the photos, the scream that emptied me. I speak into the quiet. Thank you, I tell those nights. You were the fire that shaped the steel. The mirror glints. I meet my eyes again. What's next? Keep the promises you made to yourself, I answer. Which ones? Health, work, money, peace, I say. And people who show up? I pick up my keys. My brother grins. Where? Nowhere dramatic, I say. Forward, we drive with the windows down. The radio finds an old song I used to hum during night shifts. Marco calls from his bike. Race you to the diner? You'll lose. I'll cheat? You'll still lose. We roll into the lot. Rosa waves a ladle. Sit or starve? We choose sit, I say. She studies my face. You forgave yourself. I did, I say. Dina strides in, points at my shoes. Upgrade those next. Tomorrow, I say. Tonight, she counters. I sent links. You always send links, and you always click them. We eat, laugh, and let the day be simple. When I drop everybody off, the mirror inside the car catches me one more time. Last words? I ask it. It waits, I say. Betrayal broke me. Yes, I breathe. Betrayal built me too. The engine idles, steady as a promise. I pull into the night that looks like morning and go on.